Hello, my name is Jennifer, and welcome to part 13 of Generation 2 of my Rags to Riches Legacy Challenge. And if you are returning, welcome back. And it's 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'm hoping Angelina is going to get her promotion, so she's going to be at the top of her career, because she does have the little check mark for it. So that call comes in at 4:30 when they ask if you want to work from home. So I'm just kind of waiting for that call. Looks like there's some stuff in the fridge that needs to be cleared out. And let me take a look at Alice. She's doing her homework. And we are going to be going to school with them today because Angelina has to go to the career day because she hasn't done that. And that's what she needs for her... the aspiration. I always forget what it is. But the one where they need to go to career day. Okay, I just didn't want... So she got her promotion, so she's going to work from home. And so is Alice. Okay. I'm going to just pause it because I want to have her on, even though we didn't get her... Oh, actually, I don't need to have her on here. We have to have a party later. And she already has over 250. So, if I remember correctly. So, goal-oriented. I don't know why I always have a hard time remembering that. I always think of it being something different. And then now, of course, I don't remember what I think of it being. But... I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, she has her followers. Yeah, she just has enough. But, yeah, she has it. But, the party we had didn't count, unfortunately. It seems slightly random. I have had more luck recently with house parties, but I don't remember now if I had her be the only host or if I... asked Alice to be in the host. I just don't remember. So we'll try it again and for sure only make Angelina the host. I would have thought that I would have only made her the host and that I feel like I did and that I invited Alice as to the party as opposed to anything else. So let's actually see what she has to do for her work. Both of them. We have to get a lot of extra funding, and you have that programming done, and you've got your homework done. So we're going to come here. Have you done a business plan? I don't see any business plan. So we're going to go into career and research a business plan. And then Alice, you're doing your programming, which is more important. And you also, I really don't like the get a lot of extra funding because I think it's glitched because they don't get anything if they're successful. But if you do the get extra funding, if they're successful, they get funds. So I think you're supposed to get the funds if you're successful because it doesn't make sense that you get the funds for the get extra funding. And the difference between the get a lot of extra funding is I'll see whether Alice has any plans there. One is you talk on the phone and one is you leave. No, she only has a review, so she doesn't have one either. She doesn't have a research one. And I'm not going to have her work on that right now because I really want her to get her programming done because I want her to do as much as possible so that when she ages up on Friday, she has a higher chance of being a valedictorian. So, anyways, they're just going to do their thing, and I'll be back perhaps when they're at career day or perhaps when they're back from school, or more to the point, back from their after-school activity where we're going to have another party, and hope that this time it counts for Angelina. Well, we're here at career day, and we got the goal-oriented aspiration done by coming because she had already maxed the after-school activity, and the side hustle. It occurred to me afterwards when she got her computer one, I should have had her switch right away into the chess one, just on the off chance she could get through and max it and we could unlock that chess table. But I don't know. I think if she was to switch now, she wouldn't go today. So then she would only have like Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. So 4 days to get through the, 2 levels, essentially. You start at 1, you have to get to 2 and to the next one. I don't know how likely she would be to get it. But then again, I guess it doesn't hurt to try. And then she maybe could, if she doesn't go today, she might just skip it. Why have you not asked anybody? Oh, you've got to. It just wasn't showing. Okay, so you're done there. You should stop. You need to come over here and ask there. And ask... Wait a minute for that option to come up on him, but it's not. Okay, you need to come over here and ask for details. I know your sister was talking to him, so maybe that... anyways, somehow it interrupted. He walked over and then left. And, okay, so you probably are at 2, am I right? Yep, now can we ask? Yes, we can. Good. She needs to wear a fully charged jewelry piece. Now, for this aspiration, and she's got the 2 teen aspirations that I'm planning on having done. So you should be done, and you should be talking to your teachers. Your teacher, not teachers. You should do a friendly introduction. Now that you're actually done this, why don't we see where you are on the friend of the world? Okay, you need to meet someone in a different location. I don't know where your first location was. We'll try this one, see if it counts. Okay. And then we're gonna try and discuss future. Discuss future. There you go. And I don't know if the other location was home or somewhere else. So she does have her plan done. So we're not going to do it here. But so if you appear on Llama's Lair, you leave. And that's the one you do for getting extra funding. And just to get funding, this is a phone call. Contact Angel Investor for funding. And that's the one where you actually, if you're successful, get funds. Which is why I think it's a bug. Because I think you should be able to get funds either way. So did you get yours done? Yes. Other than you need to discuss your future. But you've got the other stuff done. And did you get your programming complete? I had her programming at work. But she still has to write her plan. Because that's still only just the review file. And I also should sell most of these things in her inventory that have been done. So I'm trying to keep the inventory a little, less full. So things that aren't needed, like these extra tracks. So they can play them if they have them, but I still don't want them. So there we go. We got a little bit of money. And we probably would have got some royalties, which I completely missed. I wasn't even paying attention. But so, is she paranoid? I know she's socially awkward. But you don't know her traits. But Angelina probably does. Socially, no, she's not. She's a perfectionist and family-oriented. So, I'll be back. I said I'd be back, but I actually realized I was going to have her join the change her after-school activity. So, I thought we would just do that now, assuming she'll stop playing her incredible sports that she's doing right now. Looks like someone was a little bit... Okay, so I'm going to put her on to the chess team member. And hopefully this doesn't mess up her being valedictorian. And she doesn't start till 3 days, which I'm guessing is still Thursday. It just said it's counting Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's really 2 days. When it's counting each day and not the actual time. So, again, I'll be back. So it's later. Quite a bit later, and we're going to try this party again. So I'll probably do a dinner party since the house party didn't work last time, so we'll switch it up a little bit. So I'm going to go under here, plan a social event, and I will just have Angelina host and maybe not invite her sister. I don't know, because I never did go back and check what happened in the last part. So dinner party. I'll get this set up, and I'll be back. So here goes nothing. Let's try and see if we can make a garden salad. Serve dinner. Yes, she can make a garden salad. And she has very few options because she is not she doesn't cook. I don't think she had learned any cooking, is what I remember. And yep. And there she's leveling up. She got to level 2. But we are using the prepared foods, which I really think that levels it up. Also we are on a tiny lot, which also speeds it up. And she has scouting aptitude, which probably speeds it up too. She's just zooming through it. Oh, did you fail too? I had her do magic because I think I asked Alice to do her own, and then we're gonna scrubberoo. And you need some fun. Why don't you, let me see. You still need to get your funding. But you don't work tomorrow, so it doesn't matter. You can do something fun Have you... That's not ready to release. What's fun for you? Like, I know. Why don't you come here and practice? And she's not invited. Because I'm trying to do everything to get her to get the gold account for her. What level is she now of the... She's level 5. She's still not finished cooking. Making that salad. And she got to level 6. That's just so quick. Let me just see if I switch her quickly over. This is maybe not a good thing to do since I'm struggling so much with this. Master Chef. If it'll count. Yep. Excellent. And actually got to level 9 of the cooking skill. That's just a little bit ridiculous. Fun ridiculous, but still. Like I said, she does have other things going for her, not just the fact that... But I do kind of wonder if... Okay, you need to call to meal. Because you need a gold on this party. So, call to meal. I don't think there's enough food there to be... you don't need to eat. I mean, you maybe need to eat. But you probably should... let's check. And maybe you should make some more food. Like some grilled cheese. Since you need to eat some grilled cheese. How was your fun? I didn't actually look... Oh, barely moving there. See, it's going up, but not as quickly as the cooking did. Oh, she's level 3. That's pretty quick. Yeah, it's really going slow, that fun. I guess the piano's not as fun. You're going to stop practicing. But I should have got you to level 4. You know what? Just practice until you... Why don't you plunk for inspiration? And let's try and get you to level 4 of the piano skill. And actually, since you're already inspired... Let's swap you over to... This may not be long enough because I don't know that plunking for inspiration. I mean, she can work on this aspiration too. Though it's her sister who has to finish it. But we could be a musical household. Okay, why don't you thank for coming? And let's see. Well, we're not having... But we need to socialize, so you can do that. Joke about old times. I try to invite the Sims from that she knew who were in Windenburg. And then I invited others, obviously, too, because there's not enough teens. Someone's eating some cake there. Compliment. No, I don't want to do that. Gossip. No, I don't want to do that. Looks like you're not having very many options there. So we're going to switch and see if someone else has more options. Express admiration. Oh, you have that done. I don't know. We can come dance. Not cowpoke dance. Just dance. Maybe stop sitting and go and dance. Maybe you should take a day off tomorrow too. How many vacation days do you have? Because I had her sister take the day off. Yeah, maybe I should. Because you don't need to go to school tomorrow. And since your sister's here, you may as well just stay and work on things too. Take a vacation day. Wonder if we could request a science fair tomorrow. Maybe. If we do it, it might be... Okay, stop dancing. I know I told you to dance, but stop dancing. Do your calls. And then we'll dance again. And at that point... Oh, you got to level 5. Okay, well, you don't need to do that anymore. I want you to cook. I want you to serve dinner. Grilled cheese. Because it'd be good to have more grilled cheese in the house. And I'll have to wait. Okay, we're going to serve grilled cheese. What are you drinking there? Oh, so that's the ticket. Make the drinks and put them in the fridge, and then Sims go and get it out of the fridge. They won't get it from the tray, but they'll grab it from the fridge. This party's going to take a little while. So she's making the grilled cheese. And did you make this call? Accepted. Tomorrow. Yeah, see, I figured it had to be before midnight, so she just got it in. You could join the cooking there, because then we'll get extra. And then when you're finished with joining the cooking, and she got her, well, she was successful, but as I said, she didn't get any money with the getting a lot of extra funding. So they're just going to get through the party, and I'll be back. And yay, it counted. She got her gold on the hosted party, and since she already had the followers, it meant that she has done both of those aspirations. Yay, which is what I, of course, wanted. So now I don't. Now when I have parties, they can all be. They can be in them together. So that's always a plus. So they're just gonna finish tidying up and probably do some things, and I'll be back. Well, we just got our royalties, 14,514, and I have had Alice working on crafting some jewelry, not specifically to work on her gemology skill, but it's been improving her gemology skill. She has to wear a fully charged piece, but there was nothing ready, so I had her make some. But then I also thought, well, while we're at it, we should make some piece of jewelry for Angelina to wear for when she goes to her after-school activity. So the one that helps you improve faster with your performance. So I had her make one of those. But then I had her collect the mail because I thought there was mail there and she needed to collect elements. And of course, in the last part, she had sent things in. And so now we have to complete a collection, which we haven't done yet. And she could get at least the collectibles. We have a lot more things on our plants because I have added a mod. I have already collected the crystals separately just because I wanted to collect them. That gives you 10 on most plants. There's some plants where it doesn't, just because the game just doesn't do that. But fun fact, or not so fun fact, if you have seasons, you get limited items on your plants, limited harvestables. But if you don't have seasons, you get 10 on most plants. That's where this mod essentially gives you the 10 where you get it if you didn't have seasons. So I had always been of the understanding that when they overhauled gardening, that they changed it so that you just didn't get as much every day, period. And I didn't realize that was a seasons thing because I essentially got seasons pretty soon after they added it. So I essentially barely played, so I wouldn't even have realized it. So I just found out somewhat recently that that wasn't the case. And so then I was on the lookout for a mod, and there was a mod, but it was really outdated. So now there's a new mod. I'll put the details on the screen if you're interested in it. That now gives you 10, like I said, for most on your property. It's not supposed to work for wild plants, and there's different versions of the mod, and you only install one of the versions. I just have the one that gives you 10. There's another one that makes everything in season all the time and gives you the 10 where possible. And there is a version that takes the glow from like forbidden fruit and the grow fruit tree away. And then there's like variation. So you could have 10 and remove the glow. You can have one that does all three things. You pick and choose which one. So you add what you want of those things. Anyway, so that's what I have, which means that you don't need to have as big a garden, and which I like because I find that they don't harvest. Like if you watch her harvesting, she's like not, like she skipped that. She was over here and she skipped all of those plants and she's gone over here. So I don't like having big gardens because they're kind of dumb about how they harvest things, which is the other reason I often use Little Miss Sam's mod, that they can get the Harvestio. Does she have that spell? I feel like she doesn't. She has magic spells. Oh, she does. So I could have used it. I didn't have her walk around. So, but yeah. So unfortunately, if you have seasons and can't or don't use mods, it's not like, look, she missed these. She completely missed these. I'm going to have her use Harvestio on those because I don't really want to have her. Like she missed half the garden when I told her to harvest all. It's just a bit ridiculous, I have to say. And yes, I know it's almost Alice's birthday. And we have our after-school activity, not our after-school activity, we have the science fair. I think it was at 5, if I remember correctly. So I'm going to take them there, and they're just going to say they're going to get through. But you know what? Why don't we do two things? We had Cassandra do this painting. So we're going to put this in our inventory so we can claim it. And then we'll sell it along with our other pictures. And I think they're kind of getting to the point where I probably could just have them complete the fortune aspiration, because they I'm sure either if they haven't, the game will know, or we'll go with Alice first. Let's see. And it is completing it for her, and I never did check to see. The reason I never did this as I went along is in case funds that their parents earned, contributed to it, which I stopped doing like yard sales and stuff like that as soon as they were born. Like I did my last one before they were born in hopes that their income wouldn't ever count for them. And the stuff was more individual, so that doesn't count towards the household. But I wasn't sure. And so I didn't actually ever do it. So now we'll get money weekly, regularly. And so we got that done. This mansion baron. Well, we have a home worth 100,000 and we have paintings, which maybe it's counting the ones we're about to sell. Let me put her on there so it can count for her too. And yeah, I find the landscaping kind of hard because the landscaping's gone down in value so much from what it used to be. And then for food, she can't really do anything with that. And the master mixologist, we don't even have the bar stools, never mind anything else. We don't have any of that. So I don't really have anything for her to really be working on. I guess I should buy the rocket ship. And then at least we own the rocket ship. Let me see if I can find room for it. Because she can't really work on this one right now. And let's see what we have in our inventory. We have 2 chairs because I was going to buy a basic chess table. But I had Angelina do it, but I made them do the chairs for it before I was going to get them this basic chess table. And we will put that there, and then I'll go back and grab these, and I am going to sell these because we don't need that many of them. And we have a coffee maker, which is why this was one less than the other. So we'll sell those because we don't need those either. And we'll leave the rest of the things, though maybe I should just sell these. We don't need these. And I'll keep the tree for now. And we have 2 of these, but whatever. I'll leave the rest for now. But what I'm going to go back, and I should have done this because I was already here, is I'm going to buy this basic steampunk fly-majig. And it fits there. And we'll just put it there. And we got our rocket ship. So that should count for both of them if I put them onto it. And she was on it and I took her off. So there we go. And obviously she's not going to launch or upgrade that. I'll actually put her back onto the popularity one that she was working on. The Friend of the World. There we go. Because when we go back for the after school fair, the science fair, that should be a new location because it didn't count here. So this must have been the first location. And obviously the second location was when we were at the auditorium. And when we land, even though it's going to be in the same neighborhood, it'll be the high school that you go to. So it shouldn't count for the same thing. But we'll get to that in the next part because that's going to be it for this part. Thanks very much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.